Hello and welcome to the Old History Channel. Today's video is going to show us the cleanup of the Rodham Kenner Cemetery. I've been trying to get this project underway for quite some time. However, with cooperation from the TVA Natural Resource Management Division, we were able to get the project underway. So the following video is just a showcase of before and after and a little few goodies afterwards. So let's dive right in, shall we? Hey everyone, welcome to Old History. Today is a special event. Today we're headed just across the pond here to go clean up a cemetery known as Rodham Kenner Cemetery. The gentleman was a Sons of Revolution, or American Revolution veteran, fought alongside John Sevier and Valentine Sevier at the Battle of Kings Mountain. Came back here and settled just right over there in that pine patch where he had a plantation. Now, the house no longer stands, but he's buried in an unmarked grave along with a few of my ancestors. Today I'm here with Gary Love from the Sons of the Revolution, my dad, and then a gentleman from the department at TVA. Hello, we're here with Gary Love from the Anderson County SOR. Gary, would you introduce yourself and tell us what we're here doing today?
Yeah, we're at the Kenner Cemetery here off of Cherokee Lake. We're all just on a little knoll. TVA was good enough to give us a ride across the lake, and we brought some equipment, and we're here to clean up this cemetery and make it more presentable, because we're honoring Rodham Kenner and all of them. But Rodham Kenner was a Revolutionary War veteran, and my group, the Sons of the Revolution of Anderson County, we like to honor those fighting patriots that made it possible for all of us to live like we do today. A lot of them are forgotten, and so this is a way that we can say we don't forget, and we appreciate their service and what they did, and we understand the hardships they endured. Very tough bunch of people, and they should be honored by everybody.
Just doing a little walk through the cemetery before we get started here. As you can see, as you may or may not have noticed from the previous video, it is in very rough shape. It has been abandoned since, quote-unquote abandoned, since at least the early 1960s, when I believe the last person was interred here. One of the markers. Alright, you guys at least have a good feel for what's going on here. Alright, let's get to work and we'll do an update here in just a little bit. Alright, so what we've done here is cleaned out a lot of the undergrowth, piled it up neatly over on the sides of the cemetery. Mr. Brooks got a lot of the vines. Took and filled up the graves of Mr. Brooks here, and this other unknown person here. We took and filled up their graves with some of the stuff we raked up. Discovered a few new graves, a few laying down, a few miscellaneous graves that have been knocked over. And that has to be the biggest pine tree I've ever seen in my life. The cemetery back here is still in a little rough shape. Unfortunately, the chainsaw we were using malfunctioned. We're unable to use it any further. However, this is for another day, but we will be coming back to finish it up at some point.
This is a sealed piece, P-E-A-S-E, Begley. Right here's wood. Right here's Matty Woods, 1872, 1943, 1851 for William Woods to 1934.
1912 for
1848.
For Thomas Peace.
Freeborn Thomas Peace. Freeborn Thomas Peace.
There's Elmer G. Bigley, he was a child whenever he passed away. Henry Seals, 1927. There's one over here that has been exhumed and moved somewhere else. Unknown where that grave was moved. There's some over in that area over there. Couldn't get that tangled mess right there. Chainsaw messed up.
And then you got right here.
This one
get some shaving cream or something and put on it sometime and figure it out.
This is an unknown grave. Actually, it was uncovered whenever we was breaking up our stuff here.
Right here.
Another unknown grave. Two more unknowns.
And right here. I believe
that may be either a gravestone or it may just be a rock. It's possible it's a gravestone. As we've stated, Mr. Kenner is here in this cemetery unmarked.
I put a pump in it right as it started raining and kept it alive. I lived up my front yard.
We think that Mr. Kenner's cabin may have been nearby to this spring here. I think that his descendants may have put it in, my ancestors. It is fresh spring water, comes right out of the mountain. You can drink right out of it. We think that this cavern actually comes, when it goes in here, comes out down at the lake somewhere, which is about 100 yards on that way. Boy, can you imagine what this would have looked like with all the rain we've been getting lately? It must have been rolling.